Good morning. It is the morning of day 3 of the hike, backpack down the Klein River, and we're just having breakfast right now. Having some coffee and had some hemp seed, wheat germ, cheese, etc. And we're gonna pack out today. Head to the trailhead, 14-kilometer backpack out. And we're already not probably going to be filming that much because most of it has been already recorded on the way in. Well, we'll see. You might see something interesting. Just hiking along to a viewpoint along the Glacier Lake Trail. Bug net. They get amused very easily too. Simple minds get amused easily. We climbed up the Sunset Pass and we're pretty close to Norman Lake right now. And we're up in the meadows. In our earlier days we actually hiked to Pinto Lake. Yeah. That's like over the pass. The pass is like 4 kilometers up ahead and down to Pinto Lake. Yeah. That was a very interesting hike when we went years and years ago. There was hardly no people back then. When we got to Pinto Lake, we saw like huge dead fish on the shore by the campsite. Then we took a raft. Somebody made a raft at Pinto Lake. We took the raft out to the middle of the lake, and then moose came out in the evening while we were on the raft. Yeah. So it was a really cool memory. Okay, I want to mention something about the hat my brother's wearing. We bought a Sunrunner hat from Outdoor Research. It's inferior to the one that we make. The one we make is superior, but we look like hillbillies from Deliverance when we wear those, and people give us the strangest looks. Some people even look scared. Some women look scared when they... We're like people coming out from the wild. Yeah, it's like we're wild men coming out of the bush. Yeah, wild hillbillies. And so we bought these hats. Just per image, they're $60. $65 just to have a step up in the image from hillbillies from Deliverance to dorks. We still look like dork hats. Yeah, we look like dorks wearing these hats, but at least we don't look like scary hillbillies from Deliverance. Yeah, even though the hats we make are far superior. Okay, so it's just a step up from scary hillbilly to dork. But they're functional. And we wear them when we encounter, likely to encounter people. Yeah. When we're in the back roads, we wear because they're better. We wear the hats that we make because they're superior. But when we're going to encounter people, we'll wear these hats. We'll wear the dork hats instead of the hillbilly hats. Anyway, beautiful up here. Just beautiful. Yep. Okay, I'll get onwards to Norman Lake. Okay, beautiful. Norman Lake is back there. I'll zoom in to the lake. Supposedly it has fish in it, but it looks like a little tiny lake. So I suspect the fish are like little minnows. You're not allowed to keep any fish in the national parks anyway. Just catch and release only. Anyway, I'll mention a few other things about the hat. We wear these hats
with the cape on it.
Out of necessity.
Because necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes.
And so over 40 years ago we started making the hats because we like to hike and go into the alpine where there's no shade, and you get a severe sunburn if you don't make a hat like this.
And with all the sweating and stuff, sunscreen's insufficient.
Yeah, and so our inspiration were the Arabs from Saudi Arabia, and we said, okay, that's a good idea. We'll make a hat like that, and so we did.
It was out of necessity.
Necessity?
You had to think of a way to protect yourself, and so because it was needed to be done, it was invented.
John.
And now,
John.
Okay, so now in today's world, other people have finally caught on. It's only in the last 5 or so years, or 6, 7 years, I noticed that
these hats are available commercially.
Yeah, they're being made commercially, but this was unknown.
40 years ago, people looked at us like we're weirdos.
And they said, my God, what is that?
What is that hat you're wearing? Yeah. What is that?
It did not exist nowhere.
Some people used to look at the hat and laugh.
Yeah, they used to laugh at it.
And now they're being sold commercially.
Yes.
I remember one guy passed this 20 years ago and he looked at the hat and says, hey, that's a good idea. I wonder if I could sell something like that. And here we are. People are selling these hats now.
And they also serve the best effective means to protect yourself from mosquitoes. I don't like spraying my face and skin with DEET. You spray the hat with DEET, then you put the hat on. It has the
cape.
It completely protects the side of your face and the back of your neck, and the mosquitoes do not like flying in directly on your face, so you completely protect it. Then you spray a shirt,
long sleeve shirt,
and then you're completely protected from mosquitoes, and you don't have to spray yourself with DEET.
Because I don't want to have the toxic DEET directly applied to the skin.
And it's even more effective, I think. When that's done, it's completely effective, and you don't have to get DEET onto the skin. Another idea people have not yet thought of. Okay,
well, anyway, we look like dorks wearing the hat, but they're very effective, and we're going to keep wearing them despite looking like dorks. And our other hats, self-made ones, we look like scary hillbillies out of the movie Deliverance. But that's just the way it goes. You need to wear it, and that's the way it is. I'll just do one last swing to the scenery here, which is pretty amazing scenery. Yeah, take a look at that. Beautiful. We are on a Forest Service road east of Golden, BC. Pretty nice setup. There's our tent. Nobody else around. Very few people around.
Like 50 kilometers in.
50 kilometers into the bush.
Yeah, very few people have the confidence to take their vehicle 50 kilometers in because they're scared of breaking down.
Yeah. There was a thunder shower. It was pouring rain for like an hour. So we put a tarp on the tent, which we always do when there's a chance of rain. And these logs came in handy to secure the tarp. I'll just go behind the tent to show you what we did there. And that props it up. Chopped it with an axe to the proper length. And that propped it up so the back didn't get wet at all. Anyway, that's what we did. Okay, just hiking along. A little bit overcast. And we've done like 10 kilometers hiking so far today. And we planned, yesterday we did 29 kilometers of hiking and 3,000 feet of elevation gain. I don't know if we'll get that much today, but we're gonna probably get a lot of hiking in. We're very close to Kootenay National Park. We're probably just 1 kilometer from Kootenay National Park. Just doing an evening walk from our campsite.
This is like 1 kilometer from our campsite, and this is just an example of the Forest Service road from our camp.
Okay, just hiking along Sigmoid Forest Service Road, east of Golden. Some beautiful scenery.
Yeah, for people who do not know, we've got about 1,700 feet of elevation gain. Once we started at, well, just take a look, see what the elevation is. Okay, we're at about 5,900 feet in elevation. We're trying to check cellular service. No signal, cannot connect. So people imagine you can use your cell phone anywhere. No, you cannot. Not even on top of a mountain.
Yeah, no cell phone service. We haven't had cell phone service for days.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, 2 years ago on this road, we saw a lynx. That was a pretty cool sighting.